Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are safe at home. Okay. And you will be watching online classes. You are writing at home. So you are doing many activities at home, right? So to do all these activities, you will be having some energy. You need some energy. So where do we get this energy, which is required to perform many activities in our day-to-day life, children? Yes, you are right. From food we will be getting. We eat different kinds of food items daily. In 6th class also you have learned about various kinds of food that we eat at our home. Many of us, we like different kinds of food. So we will be eating food materials like rice, chapati, dal, biryani, pulihora, etc. We eat. And in the previous class you might also have learned about how to cook these food in a tasty way. Okay. And you will be knowing these all kinds of food materials. But all of us, do we eat the same food? Do we like it? No. Some food materials we like, and some food materials will be liked by our friends. So every one of us have some our own favorite food. Somebody likes biryani, somebody likes pulihora, somebody likes idli, somebody likes, so like different kinds of food we eat. That will be our favorite food. So we will eat more particularly, more frequently we will eat. But children, do you think anytime that if we eat daily, if we eat our own favorite food, is that sufficient for our health? Is that food gives all kinds of nutrients which are required by our body? No, it is not enough. We have to eat all kinds of food, even if we like or we dislike, but we have to eat all kinds of food. Okay, then only we will get different kinds of components, food components or different kinds of nutrients to our body, so that we will be getting all kinds of vitamins, minerals, and also we get more energy to perform all the activities in our day-to-day life very actively. Okay, so children, do one thing, that you make some group, you make 5 or 6 students a group in your village and note down what are the food items that we eat daily, and also what are the various activities that you will perform at your home daily. And you also have some discussion, general discussion with your friends, that what is the relation between the food items we eat and the day-to-day activities that we perform daily, okay, at home. So what is the relation between food items and what are the activities that we are performing daily? So when you discuss like that, you will be getting idea about something, that you are getting some energy from the food. Okay, when food you eat, that will provide some energy. So from that energy only you will be doing various activities. Okay, and not only in day-to-day activities, children, but we also need energy while sleeping also. Do you know, while sleeping also our body requires energy? Why our body requires energy while sleeping? We are not doing any work at sleeping, no? Then why the energy is required by our body? Did you get that question? Yes. Why we need the energy? Because while sleeping also our body performs some various activities. That means here we will eat food and we will sleep at night, but the digestion process will be continuing it in our stomach. So digestion, not only that one, the main important thing is respiration. The breathing process will be continuously goes on. We breathe in and we breathe out. So that is breathing process. Breathe in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. That is a continuous process. All living beings will be continuously breathe in and breathe out. This process is called respiration. So respiration will be continuously going on, digestion will be continuously going on, and circulation, blood circulation is also continuously going on in our body even while sleeping. So to perform these activities, inner body metabolic activities, so we need energy. That's why even while sleeping also we require energy. Okay, and today we will be learning about these food components more in detail. What are the components, food components, which substances are called as food components, and what kinds of food components are present in our food items that we eat daily. Okay, we will learn some more about these food components. In your textbook also some questions are given in this chapter food components. You open your textbook and page number 1, you see certain questions are given. You try to answer those questions. Okay, some general discussion based questions are given. So food components. Generally we eat different kinds of food. Just now we have discussed about that somebody eat rice, chapati, dal, biryani and pulihora, etc. We will be having some food components in them. In each and every food item we will be having one or other food component. That means if we eat rice, we will be having that carbohydrates. Our body will consume carbohydrates from that rice. Rice and chapati mainly contains carbohydrates. Similarly, dal contains proteins. Milk also contain protein, fat, etc. Okay, and mineral, when you take fruits and vegetables, these are very very essential for us. Fruits and vegetables daily we have to eat fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, raw fruits and raw vegetables before cooking. If you eat, you will be getting vitamins and minerals. So I wrote some of the essential food components here, which are generally more required by our body. Essential components, essential means which are more required, which are compulsory, which are needed for our body to have more energy. Okay, that's why I wrote essential components. Essential components of food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Not only these, but we also need more and more quantity of water and fiber also in our day-to-day life. When we eat fiber, fiber has more uses. When we eat fiber, we will not get constipation problem. So like that, each and every component is essential for our body. All these food components are collectively called as nutrients. These all food components are known as nutrients. We call them as nutrients. Okay. And this fiber, where do we get from? Fruits and vegetables. So we get fiber. Okay. Then when we eat all types of food, we should not eat only one kind of food, but we should eat all kinds of food, even we like or we dislike, but we should eat all kinds of food. Then only we will get all the food components we require. Our required nutrients will be we will be getting from all the different kinds of food materials. So the food which contains all the components, the food, when we eat different types of food items that contain all the food components, then that is called as balanced diet. A balanced diet contains different kinds of food items which contain almost all the food components in proper ratio. In proper ratio. So that is called balanced diet. Every one of us must take a balanced diet. Then only we will get all the nutrients. Here we need carbohydrates, we need proteins, we need fats, we need vitamins, minerals, everything we need. So if you want to get all the kinds of all nutrients, all the different kinds of food components, then everybody should eat all the different types of food materials. Then only it is known as a balanced diet. Okay, and we can also test whether a given food contain different types of food components or not. Sometimes we will be buying some materials from outside, from bazaar, and when you bring the any food items from your market, immediately you can notice, you have to read, you have to develop one habit, that reading the ingredients given. For example, I will show you something now. See, this is, what is this one? This is the Ashirvad atta, multi-grains atta, Ashirvad atta. So when you bring it, if you want to know what are the food components present in this atta, wheat atta, so what are the food components? How do you know? You have to see this packet thoroughly, front and back, and you see here given now what are the nutritional information. It is given here. You have to read this one. Nutritional information means what kind of food components are present. Here you see, you will be getting some quantity of proteins, some carbohydrates, sugar, and dietary fiber, some fat, some iron, vitamin B1, sodium. Vitamin B1 means that is vitamin, and iron and sodium means minerals. Okay, like that you can be, when you read this, you will be knowing what are the food components that we are getting from this. Like that, different kinds of, maybe milk packet, maybe biscuit packet, maybe any oil packet you bring from outside, bring from the market, and immediately you have to see like this. If you see this one, this is what? Double filtered groundnut oil. So again you turn it back and just see the nutritional information given. Each and every packet contains some nutritional information. You can read it. Energy, 900 kilocalories energy, fat, saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, some cholesterol, total carbohydrates, proteins, like that. That components, food components are present in this oil. Like the next one is some pasta. We will be eating pasta now, and again here also some nutritional information is given. Energy, protein, total fat, and sodium, potassium, like this. Minerals. Okay, vitamins, minerals, everything. Similarly, biscuit packet. You will be eating biscuit packets now. Again you turn it back and you see the nutritional information. It also contains some, what does it contain? Here again some fat, energy, protein, carbohydrate, like that. Okay, similarly there are many things, many you just collect some materials like milk packet, some potatoes, oil or ghee packets. So, and you try to note down what are the food components which we are getting from that different kinds of food items, and note down in your textbook. All of you, if you see your textbook, you will be having in page number 2, you will be having table 1, food items and components. there is a table, food items, and in that carbohydrates, different columns are there. Once you check in your textbook, food items, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, others if any. Like that, there is a table one is there in your textbook. So in that first column, food items. Food items means here you have to write, you have to note down the different kinds of foods that you have collected. First one is milk powder, it is given. Second one, whatever may be, just like I have shown you just now some food items, no? Like that you also collect some food items and you write in the first column. First column is given as food components. They food items, sorry. In that food items column, you note down whatever food that you have collected. Just note down their names and you see, you read from that information given behind that food packet, and you just note down in your textbook whatever you are getting from this. This is a pasta, Bombino pasta, okay, like this you write. Otherwise you will be getting some Maggi, like that, no? That one also. Otherwise wheat atta, otherwise oil, like that you write food item name, and also according to that you also mention what are the food components you are getting from that food. Carbohydrate, a protein, a fat, what are you getting from that? Which kind of food item you are getting from that? You just note it down in your table 1. And again, some questions are given. What are the components of found in biscuits? In biscuits, just now I have discussed, I have shown you some biscuit packet, and we discussed that proteins, energy and carbohydrates we are getting. Okay, and like that, what components are most common in your list? So after that, after making that list, you find out what are the most common food components that are present. Most of the food items contains which food component more frequently. Okay, most of the food components contains carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is mainly present in almost all the food items. So just like that, you have to write what are the food components that you can see most commonly in all different kinds of food items. And do you find any vitamins and minerals in them? What are they? If you find any vitamins and minerals in them, you just note down which kind of vitamins you are getting, either vitamin A or vitamin B, vitamin C, like that. And also minerals, sodium, potassium, iron, calcium, these are all minerals. Okay, whatever minerals you will find, you just note down. And where do you write salt and sugar? Why are there any food items with similar components? Just go through the page number 2, and there are some questions are given in the textbook. Try to answer those questions. Okay. And what are the essential components of our food? Here already we have discussed. Essential food components are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and also water and fiber. Okay. And one more thing here, the food component, the food item where we will get fiber is called this fiber is called as roughages. Okay, we will be discussing roughages, and in the next class. Our food consists of carbohydrates, proteins, like this. The components present in food substances can be tested. Yes, each and every food component that is present in our food items can be tested with some experiments also. By doing that experiments, we can prove that these carbohydrates are present in this food item, like that, or otherwise the proteins are present in that food item, or fat is present in that food item, like that. For each and every food component also we can test and we can prove that these food components are present in those food items. Like that, we have some small experiments for each and every one. In the next classes, we will be learning the confirmation tests. We will be learning how can we confirm the presence of these food components in various food items. How can we test for carbohydrate, test for protein, test for fat, like that we'll be knowing in the next coming classes. So all of you go through the textbook also, our food components. Go through this chapter, first chapter, food components, and read first and second pages. You read completely today, first and second pages completely you read, and then some questions are given. Spontaneously you think about those questions and try to write down the answers in your fair notes. Okay, thank you.